Today we're going to talk about puppets. And to help me, I brought along my friend, Otis. Say hello, Otis. Hi. So Otis, tell me, how are you doing today?
Well, I ain't doing so good today.
Well, why not, Otis?
Well, 'cause a cat stole my watermelon.
Oh, Otis, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, he was a cat burglar.
Okay, so Otis is a soft puppet, and his hat's a little crooked, so we're going to fix Otis's hat.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome, Otis. Now, we brought along some other friends here. Most of these are soft puppets, and we're going to use them to show you, of course, the first and basic one would be the sock puppet. And you guys can make one of those at home with some googly eyes and a pom-pom. You just glue it on a sock, preferably a clean sock. We also have a regular soft body puppet. Right here, this little girl, she's got a hole in the back here where your hand goes. She's a standard type puppet. And then you can make her mouth move up and down and talk. So the first puppet we're going to talk about is a sock puppet. This is a little old sock puppet we've had for a long time. I ain't old. Oh, you're not?
No, I ain't old at all.
Oh, I see. Okay. Well, you're dirty.
Yeah, they call me Stinky.
Well, that's funny because you're a sock. Yeah. Now, sock puppet's really easy. You just get an old sock and you can glue some eyeballs on and a pom-pom and you've got a sock puppet.
Yeah, like me.
And the funnier and the stranger the color of the sock, the more fun it is. And you can just, the wonderful thing about these guys is that you can fit them in a bag and carry them around, and you can use them to perform at a moment's notice. Part of the reason old Stinky here is so dirty,
Well, I had a bag.
yeah, the reason Stinky is so dirty is because I carry him around in a backpack that I take with me everywhere. And he's had to perform more than once, haven't you, Stinky?
Yeah, I get nervous.
Okay, well, so there's your basic sock puppet. You just put the eyes on. You want the eyes to go about where your knuckles are. This sock is a little small for my hand, and I put the eyeballs a little high. I should have put the eyeballs a little lower so they landed on my knuckles. But it's a fun little project you can do, and they're inexpensive to make. And if you have trouble, you can ask Mom or Dad for help. So that's the sock puppet. This is here is a fancier type of puppet we got right here. This is a half-body puppet. This is the one that you usually use with a stage. So usually the puppeteers hide down behind something when they use this kind of puppet, and you don't really see them. So they're not used a lot in clowning unless a clown is talking to one of these guys. Hello. So, and this one, you know, you'd sit him down here like this, and he'd be hidden, and the puppeteer would hide down low so you don't see him, and then someone else would come and talk to the puppet. It's very much like the ones they use in the movies, the half body. This puppet over here, oh, why don't you have a seat down there? Yep, there you go. This puppet here is a full body puppet. The handhold here is in the back. The hand goes up into the mouth. Now sometimes they use rod arms with these, and that's a little rod that can manipulate the arms and make the puppet look alive. And then she could sit there and sit on your, you could hold her and she could talk to you. Hello! You know, see? Just like that. And that's your basic little full body puppet. A lot of times you can find those at toy stores. The only thing you want to be careful with is watch the size of your hand. If your hand is large, then this puppet might not. Some of these puppets might not work because you kind of really want to try them on. Make sure they fit you and your physical hand, and also fit your personality. Now this is a fun one. This is a glow-in-the-dark puppet, and he's like a snake guy. So what you do with this type is he's designed to work in black light. So you turn off all the lights and then you shine a UV light on him and he'd glow in the dark. And then if you wear all black clothes, they won't see you, and you can manipulate him around, and he can float around and do all kinds of fun stuff on a dark background. Okay? Otherwise, you can just go like this and use him as a little snake puppet, and he can wiggle around and talk to you and do stuff. Honk your nose. Alright? Go rest down there. And then here we have some basic animal puppets. Now, animal ones, they're all different on how you put your hands in. This little bunny, you come up here and then you take two pinchy fingers and manipulate his mouth. That's just the way this little guy's made. And then you act like you're holding him, and then he's your pet. You can talk to him. Oh, you're cute. Oh, are you shy today? Yeah. A lot of times with animal puppets like this, they don't have to talk, and they can just be animals and wiggle and move around, and that can be fun. Now, this little animal puppet here, you'll see him in our clown skit. His opening is right here in his bottom, and you put your hand all the way up in there, and then you take your two fingers like this, and those manipulate his front paws, and then your thumb and these two fingers would manipulate his head. Okay? Now, with this bunny rabbit, if I remember right, you can do a similar thing with him, only his mouth is so small. If you wanted to move his mouth, I don't know if you guys can see that on the camera, his mouth is moving there. Now, to do that, I go like this, and this finger going up and down moves his mouth. But that takes a lot of practice to get good at that. And then here, this is another full body puppet. This is just a chicken. Who you calling a chicken? Oh, sorry. And he just is fun. You can move him. You enter his head, your hand in his head back here. You don't really move his arms. Although this particular one, if you wanted to, you could have somebody help you, because he's got a little sleeve there where you can put fingers in there and move that, depending on which hand. So if you wanted to, you could manipulate him like this. How you doing? I'm fine, hello. Okay. It depends on your hand size and what you're working with, whether that is practical. For walk around clowning, you probably want one of these or one of these little animal puppets. They work great and very fun to interact with the kids with. Okay? So, oops, sorry. Let me knock you over. That's the puppets I have here. I have another one I'd like to show you if you wait just a minute. Okay, so I forgot about these two. These guys aren't actually puppets. This one is a Halloween decoration, and it says not for children, so you may want to avoid this kind, but any plastic toy you have can be created as a puppet. I do a mad scientist act with this sometimes, and I come in carrying him under my arm and kind of wiggle him just a little bit, and then I talk to him and I go, "Oh no, my assistant turned himself into a frog! Oh, poor Igor! Oh, poor Igor!" I say, and kind of manipulate him, and then I put him in an animal carrier quickly so he doesn't get away. And that's our how you kind of manipulate that one. But a soft puppet is much more, or a soft toy is much more easy to manipulate. Any stuffed animal can be treated like a puppet. This one I'm just pinching back here, and he turns and keep him moving, and he'll look alive. Okay. You just got to be creative and work with whatever works with your character. Okay, but you can get him going pretty good, and you're holding him here, and oh, you can even make his tail wiggle a little bit, and you just kind of, oh, that's a good piggy. Oh yeah. Oh, piggy, piggy, piggy. Oh yeah, that's a good piggy. And so our skit that we did could actually be done with a stuffed animal piggy if you just figure out how you can manipulate them. Some are nice and soft like this, and you can give you a lot of head movement. It's just trial and error on what the stuffed animal will do. So basically what you got to do is you take your stuffed animal and you just play with it. Handle it and play with it until you find out what works for your character. Und hello, you people type peoples and you kitty type peoples. And it is I, Dr. Gregor von Gregor, and I'm here with my friend Edgar. Say hello, Edgar. Hello. Edgar here is a ventriloquist figure. They call them vent figures. Say what? Yeah, you are like a puppet, Edgar. No, I'm not unreal. No, see? He thinks he's real. But really, I will show you that Edgar here is just here to help me show you what a vent figure is. And the vent figure is one where the operator... Are you starstruck? Is that why your mouth was hanging open? Sorry. Alright, so now a vent figure is one where the operator runs it, and then traditionally he's supposed to do it without moving his lips. I'm not so good, I need more practice. But I will show you here how Edgar works a little bit. And okay, we will take a look now at what makes Edgar work. So you will notice there is a stick here, and if you turn the stick, and that makes Edgar's head move back and forth, and then you will see there is a little brass lever right here, and each vent is done a little differently because usually they are custom made, but Edgar has a little lever here, and when you pull the lever down, I will show you what happens. Here, turn your head around here, Edgar. And look, if you pull the lever down, Edgar's mouth opens and closes. Yeah. And you will see a little knobby. And if you move the knobby back and forth, Edgar's eyes move back and forth. Yeah. And that is how Edgar looks. You're looking good, Edgar. Thank you. So, you'll see how it works. Now, this is different from how most puppets work, because most puppets, you put your hand in the mouth and you move, and your fingers are actually making the mouth move. And with Edgar, it's all mechanical. There are levers and things that open and close his mouth. There are springs in his head, which I cannot show you. That would hurt. So you'll see that's not a good idea to do that. Hey, can you stop it? That tickles. Okay, I've turned you back around, Edgar. Thank you. All right. And there we go. You have seen. Ooh, that hurt your leg, Edgar. Just a little. Okay. Well, I am so sorry, Edgar. But that is what makes our vent friend here work. And we just wanted to show you how the vent is a little different than most puppets. But now you have an idea. And Edgar and I, we do shows together, and we have lots of fun. Unfortunately, just a little rusty on our practice, so maybe you see my mouth move a few times. Well, I hope they saw mine. Well, yeah, we hope they saw your mouth move. Say goodbye, Edgar. Goodbye, Edgar. All right, very good. Bye-bye.